Welcome, YouTube viewers. Kristen here with Sacred Soul Ascension. Please like, share, subscribe this reading if it resonates with you and if you feel it might benefit a friend, a family member, your community in any way. These messages are intended for the upliftment of our consciousness and of our individual and collective soul. So if it resonates, please share the wealth and the abundance of information and creative expression. So let's get started. This reading is for Monday, July 13th, and I will draw the cards to bring us the theme for the day. Our two cards are Whale and Orca Elders and Portal. The Whale and Orca Elders invite us to share our song, frequency of sound, diving deep. And Portal, doors are opening, you decide. Rewards, wild card. So there is definitely a message here of connecting with the soul, the song of your soul, and to utilize your vocal cords and your sound toning this resonant chamber that is your physical body and emanating that out into your space, into your environment, into your home, into your yard, your garden, sing to your plants, sing to your animals, sing to your children, sing to yourself in the shower, sound tone your water before you drink it. Bless the water as you're washing your hands and you're washing your face and you're washing your body. This is inviting us to go deep into the resonant chamber, the sound toning chamber that these incredible vocal cords can vibrate and send these frequency bandwidths. Words create worlds, and what worlds are you creating with the sound tone of your voice and even the vibratory field of your thoughts? The Whale and Orca Elders, they communicate through sonar waves, through their sound, maybe even playing whale sounds in your home might be a way to bring about a resonant energy that will allow you to go into the depth of the oceanic origins of your evolving biology. These are our elders, the intelligence and the song lines that they travel through in the oceans and these highways and networks that they are, we as light workers work the energetic grid on the skins of the earth, on these land masses, and our beloved whales and orcas are working the song lines of the oceans, of the seas, and we work with them. They are our family. And the portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. This is a very potent and powerful moment we are living in the now. And the now is an ever-present quantum locale that is wherever you are in any time and space, dimensional plane, timeline. So the portal is open now, which is always, and doors are opening and you decide which timeline, which world that you exist in because of the alignment of your thoughts and your words and your actions. You decide, and I invite you all to say yes. Say yes to the invitations that present themselves to you in your life. Make the changes, make the transitions, take those steps forward into inspired action for your soul growth and evolutionary journey to carry you and to pick up the speed, accelerate your light quotient. And if you're curious about any of these things and how to do that and what some of this means, work with me. I do offer chakra activations, both on a personal, one-on-one basis, and I teach courses on the chakras, activating the light body, awakening your divine human template. And our next course begins the first Friday of September. So if you're curious about any of that, contact me, please. And for sure, as we move through these dimensional doorways that are opening up to us, individually and collectively in our human story, to be in the support of community and with people who are walking this path of soul awakening, the spiritual journey embodied in this form, now, in this time on this planet. It supports us, to be in community of like-minded individuals. The Eight of Swords with the Whale and Orca Elders, as well as the Two of Wands. So there is some anxiety that is bringing about some lethargy that might have you kind of knocked back on your seat and feeling a bit fatigued by the level of mental activity and trying to discern and trying to figure it out, and knowing that sometimes trying to figure it out on the third dimensional, third density level can be very exhausting. And what we're asked to do, is to work with the elders, right? Work with the sound tone. Let me bring this screen down. To work with the sound tone of our voice that these elders teach us, and to transmute the density and the fatigue that this anxiety is calling us. One way to do that is to create. This Two of Wands shows that there is a decision that does need to be made, and that decision can just be to pick up your tools and start to create what has been laying dormant in your creative being, and start moving with that. Is that your pen and paper? Is that your exercise program? Is that your taking action on your diet, taking action on your physical body, taking action on your creative expression? This is a decision to take action, and that's going to help. You might be feeling fatigued because there's maybe a stagnation happening, and this sound toning is really going to help move that energy atomically in your system and give you the energy to take inspired action. Let's see what wants to pop out with the portal. What more information can we get about the portal opening? The doors are opening. This is stepping into the unknown. Yet as we step into the unknown, we take our step in trust, not knowing what's around the next corner, taking responsibility completely for our actions, knowing that you are held, you are loved, you are supported in the cradle of our planetary home and our cosmic home, that we are connected, we are held in this living, breathing, embodied, beautiful King of Cups is supporting that. This is like a real sense of being held and cared for, because we hold and care for ourselves, and we hold and we care for creation. We are upholding the wisdom of our inner being. We are following our intuition. This is a card of emotional maturity as we step forward in that path of trust and surrender, that we've got this because we know the dream and wish in our heart and soul. We know we're being guided, we're being led, we're being pulled. We trust that the unknown will reveal itself because of the pattern, the proof of our life that's gotten us to this point. Like, life has gotten us to this point, and the universe has our back. It's proven that to us time and time again. So as these new dimensional doorways and portals open, we can trust, based on the proof of our life that's gotten us here, that we can step forward, that we've got ourselves, and that we are held, supported by the creative spirit of life, right? Let's get another clarifier with this. I feel like that's a bit of an unresolved energy there. So with the Whale and Orca Elders asking us to share our song, the frequency of sound and diving deep, okay? And there might be in that deep dive some stagnation, some lethargy, a bit of a time out on some level, and this card of creativity, rubbing the two sticks together and making fire, kind of taking the resources that you have at hand and taking action, is a part of the coupling energy. These could be your two vocal cords, you know, this could be your vocal cords that are like, okay, create movement and create sound, create some sort of activity and action to release oneself from this mental fatigue. So we have the Nine of Wands, which is a card of there is another wand to complete the cycle, that there is a sense of the task isn't complete. Everything is being organized and put into a framework, into a form, and you have like one more obstacle or one more lesson or one more step to take to make it a complete karmic contract closing. You know, contracts, you know, we can't close things out until they're completely ready to be closed out. And sometimes that closing out is simultaneously happening as something else is beginning, right? But there is something here that is organizing for you to step through to that next level. And indeed, it is divinely led. We have the Akashic Records here. So it is something that has is being recorded. Everything, every action, every word, every thought, every, you know, your whole karmic experience of lifetimes and timelines are uploaded into this light library, library of light. So there is something big that is wanting to come through on a very deep level. And there's this kind of existential crisis point that's happening, and there's an action that's wanting to come through you that's on a much more like inspired, deep level. It's not just like frenetic, like get the, you know, goal achieved and get the job done and do it because I've got to, and it's the daily grind. No, this is inspired action coming from a deep soul resonance. And there's almost like this ego part of you is taking a time out for this deeper wave to come through, for you to fully complete this karmic cycle, for you to fully complete some sort of project that your soul's been working on, and just, you know, close the loop completely for this Akashic record, for almost like a new chapter to begin. This King of Cups coupled with the Six of Cups, so more water energy. She shows us that there is some sort of something's been left behind. Like there's an old aspect of you, an old vision of you that you are letting go. And it may be, it's a maturing time. It's a maturing time for you. Lots of cups. These are 3 cups with this portal. So very intuitive, emotional energy. There is this old you that you are, leaving behind by choice in order to embrace the totality of you, to balance the hemispheres of your being, balance the masculine and the feminine energies into a harmonic resonance, and really allow the sound tone of your voice to reveal that synergy journey that is uniting within your being, and walk through the door with that sense of unification of yourself, that you are held and guided and aligned with something that has been holding you and guiding you through the eons, through the timelines, through the lifetimes, through the civilizations. And trust in that, be held in that, be held in the cradle of your created being. Surrender, hold the opposites, hold the extremes of life in this kind of balanced, harmonious, we've got 2 cups here and 2 cups here. There's this calibration and an aspect of truly being held because you uphold life. When we uphold life, life upholds us. When we honor life and respect life, life honors and respects us. I want to see a card that combines these 2 worlds here. We've got kind of air and fire over here, and we've got water over here. I'm wondering what perhaps a balance card between the 2 realms might want to be, and that is the Emperor. Yesterday we had the Empress pop out, and there is, again, the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which was at the bottom yesterday. There is a completion and ending of cycles, and there is a kind of a karmic cleaning that is happening. And as we see, she's kind of leaving behind this old vision of herself. And it's almost like she's looking at the Emperor here. He's looking at the Emperor here. She's looking at the Emperor here. It all is kind of working with this energy of hierarchy, and in a sense, dismantling the dysfunctions within that hierarchy in any sense that has disempowered you or fragmented you, reclaiming all those aspects of yourself and coming into your true sovereignty and empowerment to allow the balanced sense of you come into the strength and focus and divinely guided power. Divine power expressed through grace, the grace of the lion, the grace of the Emperor and the Empress that leads and visions and creates, that you are ready to up level to a new level of your records. You are ready for another level of leadership and of loyalty to your ancestors, to your beloved family that is in the form of the whales and the dolphins and the orcas and the lions and the tigers and the bears, and that it's to the family, to the global human family. It is time for honor and loyalty to this the totem of life. And so we're being asked to release with ease and grace, to step forward with ease and grace. If it's not flowing with ease and grace, it may not be in the highest soul alignment, right? to stand up for the truth and for the justice for all of our brothers and sisters. That's what we're being called to act, in an inspired way. To release any of the anxieties and sorrows and pains that have us in a state of panic, and to do what we need to do to complete the cycle and close the chapter, open a new book, right? So, very powerful. I want to draw one more card here to lay on top of the reading, just to clean the energy, close it out, see what lasting guidance we have for this Monday, July 13th. Don't forget, tomorrow, July 13th at 3:30 a.m., which is tonight, basically, set your alarm, 3:30 a.m., there is, and that's local time everywhere on the planet, so whenever it's 3:30 a.m. for you, that's the time to go outside under the stars and chant HU, H-U, for human global unity. HU. We are making contact with our higher selves. Star bathing. That's what's being asked to do. Breath of the cosmos. Okay? So we're being asked to really pulsate and breathe with the light, with the celestial light. There's so much energy here. I remember your star-seeded origins, your soul plan, your fated life versus your destiny life. Choose the destiny point. Choose your rising ascendant star. Breathe and connect with the celestial light. There is so much that is wanting to come through and guide you, support you, hold you, love you. Messenger. There is a message that is trying to come through and reach you. Okay, so you have to get under those stars, breathe with it, connect with the memory in the holy waters of your body and in the waters of this water planet, and receive the information that's trying to come through you now. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this reading, and to book a private reading, my information's below, kmbecker@gmail.com, and to work with me beyond the readings and into chakra activations and specific clearings in the energy field and physical body, we also offer that work too. So thank you so much for tuning in. Much love and